Hello Wargamers, back again with another battle report, 40k as you know. Let's see where to get started. Today's battle will be Dark Angels, 1500 points, versus David's Chaos Space Marines, who are Iron Warriors, and we're going to do a special bunker, well it's not bunker assault is it, it's the other one.
Last stand.
Last stand, that's it.
With a bunker.
With a bunker, well a Firestorm Redoubt in particular. But before we get started, I'd just like to say a few words. One of the regulars that comes to the Rochester Model Shop gaming night is tragically passed away a couple of weeks ago. So you know, he's a nice lad, always seemed friendly, you know, good 40k, good sport. So this game's for him. This one's for Ben. Let's see other things. Any other shout outs I need to do? David, do you want to do any shout outs? No?
No.
No? Okay, right, fair enough then. So we'll get on with the action and hopefully we'll have a nice, good game. And we're going to introduce the armies first. I will do my Dark Angels. Right, so starting here we have a squad of 5 Tactical Marines, Veteran Sergeant, no frills fancies on him, but there is a las cannon in the squad. Okay, squad number 2. Very cheap and cheerful, 5 Tactical Marines. There's a grav gun in there. We have a Veteran Sergeant. He has a grav pistol, and they are riding in a drop pod with a locator beacon. Now the fun stuff. Where we at? Oh yeah, here we go. A Venerable Dreadnought, pretty much stock, but he does have a heavy flamer, and he is also riding in a drop pod. 5 Deathwing Terminators. Only bonus to them is one of them has a chain fist. And here we have some super friends. 5 Deathwing Terminators, all with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Mastery level 2 Librarian and an Interrogator Chaplain with the Mace of Absolution. Oh, and a Dark Talon and a Nephilim. Just because obviously they've been upgraded recently and I want to see if they're actually any better than they used to be. Now onward to my opponent's army.
And in my army we have a 10-man squad of Khorne Berserkers, Champion, Plasma Pistol, Chain Axe, Melter Bomb, Boon and Mutation. Icon of Rage, 2 dudes with chain axes and plasma pistols, and they're riding in a Rhino with Destroy Blades, extra armour, Havoc Launcher, Dirge Caster.
Oh, I hate those.
Rest as normal.
Right.
In the centre we have a Nurgle marked Chaos Space Marine unit with Heavy Bolter, Flamer, Icon of Despair. Champion has Bolt Pistol, Bolt Gun and Power Fist. And with them, my Warlord, a
Warp
Smith with, well, as seen, Power Axe and Bolt Pistol, Mech Tendrils. Oh, and he also has Boon and Mutation, which also he has 2, and they both have Melter Bombs. 1 Firestorm Redoubt with Punisher Cannons, Comms Relay. It has a Magos Machine Spirit inside.
Yep.
And an ammo store.
Ooh.
Then over here we have a
Whoop.
Cinch marked Chaos Space Marine unit with Champion with Bolt Pistol, Plasma Pistol and Power Fist.
Yep.
A Plasma Bat Gun, an Auto Cannon and an Icon of Flame. He also has Boon and Mutation and Melter Bombs.
Right,
and
cool.
finally my Helldrake, Bale Flamer, and that's it.
Yeah, they pretty much don't need much ever need much spent on them. They generally come with pretty good equipment. Right, and okay, we'll check in who gets to go first turn and whether or not I seize initiative and get on with the end of turn 1. Okay, and we have deployed my measly little 1 tactical squad hiding in the trenches. Have spied nasty Iron Warrior fortress, and we're going to take it out. So, attacker gets first turn automatically, unless you seize. So, do you want to roll for seize?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, right. So we're back at the end of Dark Angel's turn 1 movement. And back after Dark Angel turn 1 movement and shooting, not a huge amount. The drop pod landed where I wanted, and managed to get my dudes into that building there. Took a couple of grav shots at the bunker, but didn't actually manage to scratch it. This is probably not going to go so well for that squad, but their mission has been accomplished. So handing over to Chaos turn 1.
Right.
And at the end of Chaos turn 1, due to a bit of chicanery, and rereading the rules for automated weapons, they must fight the closest target, which obviously is a drop pod, so the Punisher cannons can't actually do any damage to it. It's only strength 5. However, that didn't stop the Warpsmith from using the melter on his Mecha Tendril to have a go at the drop pod. He stunned it, despite, you know, penetrating and only needing what? I mean, it was an open top to +2, so +3, and you rolled a 1. So it's stunned, -1 hull point on snapshots, but it doesn't really care. So on to Dark Angel's turn 2 movement, and as we all know, the Deathwing don't actually need to roll anymore, so they're all in, as is the other drop pod, and then I'll roll for the Flyers. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll roll the Flyers now, shall I? Right, so first one, Nephilim. It's in. Dark Talon. Yep, is in. Yes, it only needed a 3. Right, so back at the end of Dark Angel, turn 2 movement. And back at the end of Dark Angel's turn 2 shooting. Really just space the Terminators out, run a little bit closer to the bunker. Dreadnought's multi-melter shot actually hit, but failed to penetrate, even though it's point blank. Heavy Flamer was a little bit more successful and cooked 2 of the dudes inside, including the Flamer, so he won't be shooting back. Other than that, the Dark Talon fired its Rift Cannon, again against the bunker. It scattered wildly, but still managed to hit the bunker, but rolled a 1 for penetration, and no, it didn't spawn a Vortex, which, a bit of a shame really. But anyway, onwards to turn 2, and you want to roll for your reserves, David?
Yes.
Right, so...
Right, fast attacks come on a 4, so that's just the...
Yeah, the Hell Turkey.
Comes on.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Which will... Okay, I'm saying it's going to come on... Actually, I may as well put it here. So it's going to come on there.
You know, okay, yep. And it has to do a minimum of 18 in fly mode.
So I'm just putting there to go and do...
Yeah, go to the other ones as well.
Okay,
Right,
so next it's just troops, which will come on a 5.
Right, so...
including rerolls from the comlink.
Yeah.
So...
First squad in the Rhino?
Yep, so...
Rhino squad?
No, reroll.
No.
Okay, and the Cinch CSM squad. Yes.
They do come in. Ah,
They
well
come
done.
in, and I think I shall plonk them... Okay, I'm just going to go and have them coming out over here so they can... Oh, actually, I may as well go and put them over here so they're still going to be able to shoot the... It needs to be 12 inches from the edge.
Oh yeah, because your deployment size curtailed in this. We're going to get back to you when that's done, and we'll get on to the shooting phase as well in a bit. And here we are at the end of Chaos shooting phase. There obviously won't be an assault phase because everything's just arrived from reserve. Right, the Hell Turkey came on, tried to vector strike my Dark Talon and failed miserably. However, it did fly in and it did manage to cook a couple of my tactical marines. Las Cannon Dude unfortunately is dead. That's kind of gimped the squad a little bit. Lots of Dakar happened over here. We had a bunch of Chaos Marines turn up from reserve, you know, and combined with the Punisher cannon, you know, hosed and actually killed quite a few Terminators, but there's still a few left, and that's all there needs to be. Dreadnought lost a whole point to a melter gun shot in the face, and he is stunned, so he's kind of gimped. These Terminators took some fire from the guys inside, but luckily they managed to stay alive. So, onwards with Dark Angel turn 3. End of Dark Angel shooting phase, and well, from a squad of how many was it? 10? You're down to 5 because they just got sprayed. The Avenger came in, one guy got it a black sword in the face. Avenger Bolter took out a couple more, and the Heavy Bolter just in the rest. Plenty of Storm Bolter shots, not anything particularly amazing. It looks like it's all coming down to the assault phase. So we'll see you at the end of Dark Angel's assault. Oh, before I did that, psychic phase. The Libby actually managed to cast Righteous Repugnance on that squad, so now they have Rage. So this is not going to go well for these Chaos Marines. See you at the end of Dark Angel's assault phase. And we are back at the end of Dark Angel's assault phase. As really not hugely surprising, the Interrogator Chaplain and his boys just completely owned that Chaos Marine squad. They didn't stand a chance. And then, you know, the other Marines over here with their Power Fists, they took out 2 hull points. And then the Chain Fist just opened it like a boss and the thing just collapsed. which has unfortunately spilled the Warpsmith and his dudes out, and they're not particularly impressed. Passed their pinning check, so they're kind of okay, but it's not looking so well for them at the moment. You know, the Dark Talon and the Nephilim, you know, did pretty well in their previous turn. So onwards with Chaos turn 3. And we are back at the end of the Chaos Marine turn. There wasn't an awful lot of shooting. My opponent decided that discretion was the better part of valour. So we had a vector strike again from the Hell Turkey. It took out another Marine down there by the las cannon. And that squad of Chaos Marines, seeing which way the wind is blowing, has decided that discretion is definitely the better part of valour, and they are legging it away from the collapsed bunker with the Dark Angels hot on their tail. I wouldn't like to be them. So coming back at the end of Dark Angel turn 4 movement. And we are back at the end of Dark Angel movement and shooting turn 4. You know, the Deathwing squad over there just ran a little bit because they couldn't draw a line of sight to anything. The Dreadnought couldn't quite get to the Warpsmith, or rather what's left of the squad. As you can see, it's the Warpsmith on his own, the rest of the squad having been Rift Cannoned, Hurricane Bolted, Avengered, Black Sworded and Heavy Bolted to death. Dreadnought couldn't make a line of sight to him, so instead decided to shoot at the Hell Turkey and put a glance on it. So it's quite badly damaged now. The other squad over there, they're just sort of chilling out at the back. Don't think they're really going to get involved much in the rest of the fight. So we're now on to Chaos turn 4, and you'll be glad to know your tardy brothers, the bunch of cowards, have actually turned up.
They don't. Not in this mission. In this mission, it's they only turn up on turn 3 for the next 2 turns, then auto on turn 6.
Oh, blimey. Okay, yes, you need to roll that. Do you want to roll for it now on camera?
On 3s.
Yeah, where we at?
They arrive.
Ah, finally! Better late than never. Right, we'll get back to the end of Chaos turn 4 movement. And there we go, the end of Chaos. They arrived, they got out, they shot some stuff. Warsmith joined them, but as you can see, they took a couple of plasma pistol shots at my Dark Talon, but the Dark Talon just jinked and pretty much ignored them completely. So, without its jinking, it's okay. So, that's the end of your phase, isn't it? So, Dark Angels turn 5.
Yep.
See you at the end of that. And we are back again at the end of Dark Angels turn 5. No, is it turn 5?
4.
Turn 4. Oh yeah.
No, it will be Dark Angels turn 5.
Yeah, my turn 5. So yeah, Dark Angels. We're closing in on the Warpsmith and his berserkers who have finally turned up. Lots of Stormbolter shots. Really did most of the damage here. Basically the Deathwing Dreadnought fired its multi-melter at the tank, but fluffed his penetration. He's just outside melter range, which is a real shame. Tried las cannon from here at it, and again fluffed it completely. So basically I'm just trying to get as close as I can. If I can get one more turn, I might be able to catch them, at which point, you know, I'll just walk my way through that entire unit. So basically it seems to be the Chaos Marines are just seeing if they got one last turn, can they hold out, and then it start variable turns. So we're back after the end of Chaos turn 5, and back at the end of, we're just doing a combined phase because there's not a huge amount left for Chaos. Basically the Warpsmith and his squad bundled back into the Rhino, and they're just hightailing it out of there. They want nothing to do with the Dark Angels whatsoever. Hell Turkey came on, Vector struck the Dreadnought, knocked a whole point off with a glance. Got shot at again with the interceptor from the las cannon down there, but as you can see, they didn't survive the Baleflamer, so that is actually, that squad is now completely wiped out, and that's a kill point. So, do you want to roll a dice? Anything but 1 or 2, the game continues for a turn. Game ends.
Okay.
Well, there we go. So, time to cut the victory points, and we'll get back to you when we're all done. Okay, so we come back, and my opponent and I, we've counted it all up. I have 4 victory points to my opponent's 1, so it is actually a Dark Angel victory. Wow, wowee. Can I do the happy dance now? Look, see, look, I'm doing the happy dance because, as you can imagine, I don't get to win very often, so this is great for me. Well, new Dark Angel Codex. Yeah, wow, we did get some love. The Flyers got some love. What can I say? Just wonderful. Didn't create any vortexes with the Rift Cannon, but never mind, I can live with that. Any thoughts from my opponent? What did you think?
I think I need something else other than the bunker.
Yeah, I mean, the bunkers are great, but you've got to factor in that I'm going to be able to get there with my dudes pretty quickly, because even from deep striking like crazy, which is what Marines are good at, Dark Angels are like one of the better ones at it. yeah, the locator beacon just let my guys go exactly where I needed them to go. And then after that, it was just a cakewalk of just murdering my way through your units. But I think the Hell Turkey did pretty well. And obviously the tardy berserkers turning up and being very un-berserker-like by running away. But, you know, if one more turn, and, you know, I reckon that my flyers would have come back in automatically. And, you know, as you can see, they sit over there. They would have come back in and they would have just shredded that. But it was not to be. Well, anyway, cheers for watching. You know, if you get the opportunity to come down and have a game, always up for it. And hopefully we'll see you again some other time. Maybe for a revenge game. It's only fair, really, if you know, I take some defensive options next time and let you do the assaulting, because
Yes, I'm going to need some more models for that.
yeah. But like I said, I mean, not bad. 1,500 point game, and to be perfectly honest, you did pretty well. I mean, considering that it just went horribly wrong for you the second they got to it, you know, you did pretty well. But anyway, cheers for anyone who gives me a sub. I do appreciate it. I'm just going to sort of defend myself here. Last game I had, someone had a go at me about synergy, and I was like, well, it's against Tau. To be perfectly honest, nothing I've got synergy-wise is actually really going to help, because Markalites denying cover saves, they're not going to help with Jinx, so Ravenwing are just going to get murdered. Deathwing, well, tried that. That didn't work particularly well either. You know, so there's something to be said about synergy against certain armies. Against others, you're better off just going for what you know might stand a chance. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Ace Face. I will be back. New codex, mate. Be prepared. I'm coming back and I'm going to get mean. Till then, this is me, Grant, and David, signing off. We'll see you again soon.